Hello, my name is Steve Troglio with Bloom Shapiro, and this is our accounting series on the new revenue recognition guidance, ASU 2014-09 for non-public companies. Today we'll be going through the changes to warranties under the new standard, how they're going to impact companies with warranties, and what actions companies should be taking to prepare. This slide has all my contact information, so please feel free to reach out with any questions that you may have, and let's get into the warranty changes. Okay, so the first step in this process is determining whether the warranty qualifies as a separate performance obligation. Below are actual excerpts from the new codification clarifying general situations. I'm not going to read through each one of these, but I am going to point out a few examples and high-level details on each. In the first bullet point, they discuss having the option to purchase a separate warranty. I like to think of having the option to buy an extended warranty on a car or another product that you might buy as a good example here. If you have additional purchases, then it should be treated as a separate performance obligation. In the second bullet point, it's discussing providing a service in addition to basic assurance of the warranty. Again, in sticking with the car theme, this may be something along the lines of the first repair or oil change is covered under the warranty or as the warranty extends. And the last one's pretty straightforward. If an entity promises both an insurance type warranty and a service type warranty, but cannot reasonably account for them separately, then the entity should account for them both as a single performance obligation. So these criteria are your more obvious separate performance obligations where it is entirely sold separately or there's a clear service being provided. However, it is important to note that a warranty does not have to be sold separately or specifically negotiated to be considered a performance obligation. And we're going to get into those examples on the next slide. Again, the wording below is right from codification. If you want to look it up, it's specifically 606-10-55-33, and it lays out other factors to consider when assessing whether a warranty provides a customer with a service in addition to the standard warranty, which would create a separate performance obligation. So the first one is whether the warranty is required by law. Generally, if the law requires a warranty, it would not be treated as a separate performance obligation. The next one is the length of the warranty coverage period. The longer the coverage period, the more likely it is that the promised warranty is a separate performance obligation. Now, there's certainly some auditor judgment involved with this criteria, but one way to look at it is if the warranty is longer than the useful life of the product, it may be a good indication that there's a separate performance obligation here. And lastly, if it's necessary for an entity to perform specified tasks to provide the assurance, such as a return shipping service for a defective product, then there generally is not considered to be a separate performance obligation. Now, after everything in the last two slides has been considered, if there is deemed not to be a separate performance obligation, then the warranty should be accounted for as it has been previously under the guidance ASC 460, and there would be no changes needed. However, on the next slide, if there is deemed to be a separate performance obligation, we're going to be going through the next steps. So assuming the warranty does qualify as a separate performance obligation, you're going to first need to determine the transaction price and allocate that. If the warranty is sold separately, this is easy. The price of the warranty being sold separately that the customer is paying for is your separate transaction price. However, if the price of the product and the warranty are lumped in as one price to the customer, then you will need to allocate a portion of the transaction price to the warranty itself. There are several methods used to estimate the standalone selling price, and they can be found starting in section 606-10-32-33. So once you've determined the transaction price, you're then going to start to recognize the revenue. And this should be done when or as the performance is completed. Therefore, if the only reason we're considering the warranty to be a separate performance obligation is because the duration is so long, then we would want to recognize the revenue evenly over that duration of the period. Conversely, if the warranty has been identified as a separate performance obligation because it states it will cover the first repair needed, then revenue probably should not be recognized until after that first repair has been completed. And then lastly, disclosures and the requirements surrounding those, and those are listed below. You can read through those. So lastly, to recap, all companies that offer warranties should begin examining their contract language and determining what kind of warranties they have and if this new standard is going to affect them. Again, feel free to contact us for any questions. The individuals listed below can answer any questions based on their offices. Thank you.